Hello and welcome to another double sleeve review, where today we're looking at the Dragon Shield outer matte sleeves. These are a triple sleeve. Now, obviously, we're big fans of double sleeving, but is triple sleeving the new way to go? Check out this review and find out. And if you enjoy these videos, then why not consider subscribing? If you want to support us even more, check out our UK TCG site. And on that site, you'll actually find reviews and other articles that we do in written format, as well as obviously these videos. So give this video a like. As I said, subscribe. Why not? We really appreciate it. In this one-of-a-kind sleeving review, we're going to go through quite a few new categories. What are triple sleeves for? Double sleeving and triple sleeving. Durability. Shuffle feel. Seam strength. Clarity. Opacity. And of course, price. So what are these sleeves? Well, Dragon Shield have developed both clear and black matte outer sleeves. And simply put, they are Dragon Shield matte sleeves, just larger. Next we look at double and triple sleeving. And you may be thinking, why double sleeve with these? Well, basically, they move the entire double sleeving process up a notch. So you go from inner sleeving with a traditional perfect fit inner sleeve and outer sleeving with a traditional outer sleeve to inner sleeving with an outer sleeve and then outer sleeving with these outer sleeves or triple sleeves, which means you have a little bit more room around your card and your accessorization options become significantly better. However, you do have a little bit more room for the card to move around inside the traditional outer sleeve. We're going to have to find new terminology for all these things now that Dragon Shield have decided to claim outer sleeve to mean a triple sleeve, but hey. And I think that their main purpose is for triple sleeving. So what is triple sleeving? Well, it doesn't take a genius to work out that you take a double sleeved card and you put it inside of one of these triple sleeves. You will have to reverse the direction that you enter the card into the inner sleeve and the inner sleeved card into the old outer sleeve or the middle sleeve in this example, so that the opening of the triple sleeve is at the top rather than the opening of the middle sleeve. It explains it on the back of the packet, but fundamentally you want to make sure that you're getting the same effect as a normal double sleeve but with triple sleeving. And does this actually get you any benefits? Well, maybe marginally, as they claim, to air and water, etc. There's a layer for fluids to get to your card, but in real terms, we know that double sleeving is more than adequate for preventing any likely damage, so this may just be a little bit of overkill. And what are the consequences? What are the costs to doing this? Well, I'll try and run through some numbers, but it gets a little bit technical after a while. All it's worth knowing is that the thickest combination of double sleeving, so the thickest inner and outer sleeves, are actually Dragon Shields already. So Dragon Shield's Perfect Fit and Dragon Shield Matte sleeves are the thickest you can get, and they combine to be around 68 mil for 100 of these cards. When you use the triple sleeve on all 100 cards that have been sleeved with Dragon Shield Perfect Fit Inners and Dragon Shield Mattes, it goes to 92 millimeters. That is incredibly thick. Fundamentally, the issues you're going to have are that it's difficult to hold those cards in your hand. It's already difficult to hold 100 double sleeved cards, let alone 100 triple sleeved cards. You may also be thinking, I wonder if this fits into any deck boxes. It's a good question, and the answer is no. It doesn't fit into any deck boxes. The only boxes we could find that could fit it are the Dragon Shield Double Shell and the Ultimate Guard 133 Plus deck case. These are huge boxes and they just squeeze, and I mean just. They are perfectly measured, but it is difficult to get that number of cards into that box or into either of those boxes. If you wanted to triple sleeve with the thickest outer or middle outer sleeve and a perfect hard inner sleeve from, say, KMC, which is the thickest inner sleeve going, you actually end up getting 102 millimeters. So they're over a mil per card triple sleeve. And at that point, you're going to need to put your cards into a 200 plus deck box. So you're going to need to buy a GameGenic Stronghold and have 50 cards in each compartment, or a GameGenic deck case 250 plus, which it fits in quite neatly. But it's a ridiculous size and realistically doesn't provide you with anything that we believe you can't get from double sleeve. As you can imagine, we're pretty passionate about this subject. So how durable are they? You'd hope that something that is touted to offer you maximum protection and is designed almost entirely to further protect your cards will be strong. Well, as with every sleeve that we get, I triple sleeved 50 cards and I shuffled these 1,000 times in my usual rough shuffling manner. That is aggressively slamming the cards into each other with the intent to simulate a long series of games, tournaments, etc. And a lot of sleeves don't fare very well in this test, but I was surprised to find that only one sleeve after 1,000 shuffles had split, and the rest looked remarkably good. I don't know if it's the fact that they are slightly thicker. I don't know if it's the fact that they're harder to manipulate in your hands. If they're just tougher, I have no idea. But they fared better than even Dragon Shield matte sleeves did. So, hey, really, really tough and well done. They're pretty strong. So next we look at shuffle feel, and what can I say? They're similar to Dragon Shield mattes. They are a kind of smooth, buttery smooth feel. They have a little bit of friction between them. They shuffle nicely. Probably the biggest problem, as is the same with all of the Dragon Shield outers, middle outers, whatever you want to call them now, the corners are so sharp. I don't know what to tell you. It is painful. I had to take breaks during my 1,000 shuffles with these sleeves because after a couple of hundred, the corners dig into your hands. I would not want to play with these sleeves on that basis alone. They are so sharp to play with, and alright, I'm being quite aggressive with them when I'm doing this, but yeah, really tough. You do get the added benefit though that those corners are strong and don't bend or break or anything like that, so it is a plus point in some regard, but nah, not for me. They're too sharp. Overall though, not terrible shuffle feel if you can get past the sharp corners. To test the strength of the seams, we carry out our usual stretch test, where we attempt to pull the front and the back of the sleeves apart, see how much resistance is given. The triple sleeves are strong, well sealed, and can withstand a decent amount of force. It's always positive when a company aims at a sleeve to be high protection and delivers on the stretch test. Next we look at clarity, and frustratingly, Dragon Shield mattes are not matte sleeves. They refer to the back of the sleeve when they say matte, and the front is incredibly clear. Very nice, look great, and yeah, a good job with the clarity on these triple sleeves. I think you will get some sort of degradation just through having potentially 3 layers of sleeve in between the card and your eye, so one to be aware of, but yeah, they won't do anything necessarily bad to your foils. Next we look at opacity, and probably one of the biggest strengths of certainly the black outer sleeves are that they are very opaque, and they are perfect if you have a set of Dragon Shield mattes, because some Dragon Shield matte colours are not fully opaque. These will completely solve that problem. They are very, very good, and unless you buy the clear ones, which clearly aren't opaque, these will solve your problems, and certainly I'd trust them to deal with anything, any confusing card backs with no problem. Lastly, we look at price, and Dragon Shield have these on their website at €12.99, but you can get them for a little bit cheaper than that from some websites. We don't currently stock these, but it's debatable as to whether or not we will, but you can definitely get them. Have a look in your local area. As we always tell people, you need to do your own research on price, but they do come in at quite costly for outer sleeves, as I guess they are somewhat of a unique product. So if you want these, probably the only way you can get them, so you're gonna have to pay what you're gonna have to pay. So there you go, triple sleeves. Overall, what do we say? They're not a terrible product, they're okay. You just have to really know what you're getting yourself in for. They're going to be fine to play with. You're going to need a little bit more real estate in your hands and in your deck boxes or wherever you store your cards if you're going to have a lot of cards. But if you're just going to play a 60 card format, a 50 card format, a 40 card format, then fine, they're going to be pretty good. If you've got really expensive cards and you're not satisfied with single sleeving, double sleeving, then you can triple sleeve. These do fit inside top loaders. They do also fit inside binders actually really well, but I just feel like it's somewhat redundant. If you're at a point where you don't want to just put an inner sleeve and an outer sleeve on your card, then you're going to need to look at, I'd probably suggest, more intense options than just another layer of the same kind of plastic. But not, on the face of it, not particularly bad product, and I'm sure some people will love these. What do you think? Have you seen these? Do you like these? Would you get these? Would you consider triple sleeving? Have we just gone too far now? Like, at what point do we stop? 4? Quad sleeving? Is that silly? Yes, by the way. I'm sure at the same point people thought this when someone said, I'm going to put an inner sleeve on my card. People were like, why would you do that? So maybe this will be the norm in a few years' time. I highly doubt it. Either way, guys, let us know in the comments below what you think, and let us know what other products we need to be reviewing. We would really appreciate it if you like this video, and if you subscribe to the channel, and why not even share this video? We're trying to get these videos. We think we're doing a pretty good service out there for the community. We'd love to see these videos go and reach more people, so that everyone else can give us their feedback and thoughts, and see an honest view on some of the products that are out there. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.